of the season. The first meeting was at Deer Park, and Deer Park came out with the victory, although it was a rather close game. And right now we have the starters for Deer Park. We have Delaney, Goodwin, Bartholomew, and Sean Fillmore is also going to be one, and also Harrison is going to be the last starter.
Guard, the senior, number 10, Sean.
Now, Sean Fillmore is a rather large player. In fact, he's the largest that we're going to see today at 6. This roster says 6'8", but he's actually 6'9", Mitch.
6'9",
yeah,
wow.
6'9".
It's a very big guard. It's a very big guard.
He's a real big guard, and he's actually, he went through the statistics on him. He's a wing player with a good three-point range, and he's an excellent shot blocker, but you know, they've noticed he's not exactly the most aggressive defender that they have. And we have the starting lineup for the Braves. Chris Husky, also Kramer Hendricks, Colin Bonekemper, Andrew Kiriakis, and Michael Scherpenberg are all going to be starting during this game. Now, Mitch, Chris Husky is coming off an injury. He actually played on Wednesday at Taylor, and he was looking pretty good, but you could definitely tell that he wasn't 100% in the game. So we're looking to see him come out and give 100% of his A game now that he's starting. Obviously, Coach Prue has confidence in his play,
right,
as does the rest of the team. And,
I'm sure this will all work out for them. The Braves are going to give 100% tonight. I think that's one thing that we can count on. It's going to be a great game.
Definitely. And Mitch, the one thing I look to see that's going to change between this game and last game is last game, you know, the Braves, they came out and they were actually leading for a while. They had a good lead, and they ended up blowing that lead late in the third quarter and into the fourth. So this time I think they're just not going to give up, and they're going to stick with it and come out with the victory.
Definitely.
And look at that, Mitch. Kramer Hendricks gets the tip over 6'9" Sean Fillmore.
Let's get this game started.
With a shot from Sharpie.
And it is good.
And he drills it.
Right off the bat, Scherpenberg with a 3.
It's the Scherpenberg of junior year. The outside presence we all love and hope shows up, and that's exactly what happened here. And
rebound by Andrew Kiriakis.
Deer Park can't answer. You know, Mitch, Scherpenberg did not have any points until late in the second quarter against Taylor, where he got a breakaway layup. So this is vastly different during this game. He's got the first points, and not only is that, it built his shooting confidence tremendously because he hit behind the arc.
Definitely. I mean, the fact that he scores, you know, first is a huge confidence builder. And let's see if he has some more points right here.
Another 3 by Sherp. And that's, gonna rim out. A dish to Husky, and he's good for 2.
Great rebound by Kramer Hendricks right there.
That's definitely correct, Mitch.
Right now the score, Braves 5, Deer Park Wildcats 0.
And they're looking to put some points on the board with Scherpenberg getting the steal. And he's going to dribble out of trouble there. He loses the ball for a second. And he's going to dish it off to Husky. Who pulls up and he throws it to no one. That's just, I mean, he just didn't see anyone. He kind of tried to dish it off there, but Andrew Kiriakis was right there. It's probably, Scherpenberg probably should have passed to Kiriakis first. So Deer Park's going to get another chance off of that ball that was thrown away. And Scherpenberg almost with another steal as he dives out of bounds, gets the tip on the pass. He's really reading the Deer Park offense very well, playing some solid, very aggressive defense.
Yes, he is. That's one thing that you can notice right now from Scherpenberg, and let's see if he keeps it up.
Now, Indian Hill has learned the 2-3 zone this year, and they've actually come out of after the first practice they learned it, they started using it, and they've been perfecting it ever since, and it's really paid off for them. And we have a missed shot, and Andrew Kiriakis gets the rebound. Husky could not handle it, but tips it out to Kiriakis.
Scherpenberg drives in.
And that's not going to go. Husky with the, we got a foul.
Tough foul right there,
Yeah,
tough foul.
That foul is on Kyle Bartholomew. He's a 5'11" guard, and he's also a senior along with Sean Fillmore. So Husky's going to go to the line. Now Husky's a pretty solid foul shooter, Mitch, and
yes, he is.
We've seen that throughout the season, so we'll see how he does here. Actually, no, they're not going to call that a shooting foul, actually. That's an interesting call there. I think they might have called a foul when Kramer, because Husky missed his first shot and then Kramer got the rebound, so they might have called it when Kramer got the rebound. I'm not quite sure. So Scherpenberg inbounded the ball to Kiriakis, who's looking to drive and dishes off to Bonekemper.
Bonekemper throws it away, and now the Deer Park Wildcats have the ball.
Yeah, Delaney with that steal, he kind of read the eyes of Bonekemper and intercepted the pass between him and Scherpenberg. And Delaney can't handle his own pass and throws it right to Husky, who's into Kiriakis.
Kiriakis to Bonekemper.
Oh! Wow. That ball hung on the rim there and then decided not to go.
Strong rebound by Chris Husky.
And you know, both teams have missed a lot of shots so far. They're going to try to double Kiriakis, and we got a foul. So he's in some trouble, but he gets fouled, so it's all right. And that foul is going to go on number 45, Claudius Delaney. He's a junior at 6 foot. Scherpenberg to
looks to be a very physical guard. Very physical guard.
He is a very physical guard. He's playing real aggressive right now. And it's starting to pay off, but he gets a foul there. And Scherpenberg's going to inbound the ball for the Braves. He's had an excellent start so far, and he gets a good pass into Kiriakis, who dishes to Spatz.
Blocked by 22, Ori Harrison, forward, 6'4", 170 pounds. That was a great block.
And he's actually a sophomore, so he's going to be quite an outstanding player for Deer Park in the future. And that's very curious that he would get a block on John Spatz, because John Spatz is usually one who's blocking other players.
Yes.
And so after a whole bunch of missed shots by both teams, the score is still 5-0, Indian Hill leading. And what's going to happen here? We got a little discussion between Scherpenberg and the ref. I'm not sure what that was about, but I think Scherpenberg is pointing out that he got punched in the face there a little bit. I'm not quite sure. Fillmore from outside the arc. He's going to nail it.
Three-pointer by number 10, Sean Finnemore.
Excuse me, that's not Fillmore, that's Finnemore. Sorry about that. AK's going to drive in and he's going to get fouled.
Fouled by number 23, Tyrone Goodwin. 5'6" guard, 140 pounds.
So far, Kiriakis has been very good at drawing the fouls. Most of the time, the players are reaching in. It's really paid off. So if we can get Deer Park in foul trouble early, which they're starting to be, then it's going to pay off with the dish. Ooh.
Great passing by Indian Hill. Therefore, we get the foul. And Kramer Hendricks looks like he's heading to the line to see if he can knock these in.
That's right. Actually, that was John Spatz who had a pretty good look, but got closed in real fast. And he had a great dish to Kramer, who got the foul. And now he's at the line for 2. His first one does not fall. And Ambrose, interestingly enough, comes in for Michael Scherpenberg. Nick is also a guard. He plays point a lot of the times. He usually switches in and out for Kiriakis. But a lot of times, Coach Brew likes to have Kiriakis and Nick both in, so he has a little better ball handlers in the game. Not to say that Scherpenberg isn't a good ball handler. And right there, Finnemore has to call a timeout because the Braves are doing such a good job covering everyone on the inbounds pass. So, you know, Indian Hill's showing their stuff here. It's 6-3 so far. And that's James.
Got a little cheerleading action right here. That's very nice.
Yeah, she comes out doing flippy stuff and whatnot, fancy junk on the floor. It's real good. We've seen a lot of effort out of our cheerleaders this year, Mitch.
Takes talent, it does.
So there's not going to be any substitutions for Indian Hill. Right now we've got Kramer, Spatz, Bonekemper, Kiriakis, and Ambrose on the floor. It's not our largest lineup, but definitely a quick lineup. So Deer Park trying to get some more points on the board. Finnemore from 3, no. Kiriakis with the rebound. He's got to pass to Bonekemper. Bonekemper to Hendricks. Hendricks out to Nick Ambrose. For
Shot
2.
up. It is good for 3. What a shot by Nick Ambrose.
Actually, Mitch, I think that was a long 2-point shot. Yeah, he was just inside. But
Oh.
a very good shot. And that's going to be a foul from Kramer Hendricks. So that's going to put number 43, Keith Reddish, a 5'9" guard, who's a sophomore on the line. That was Indian Hill's first foul of the game. His shot's up, and that's no good. Scherpenberg's going to come back in. He's actually coming in for Kramer Hendricks. So I think that's going to put Spatz at the 5 position. The second shot is no good. Colin Bonekemper with the rebound, so it remains Indian Hill 8, Deer Park 3. Nick Ambrose to Scherpenberg, over to Bonekemper. Deer Park moving to a half-court press to try to get some turnovers there. Both guys tipped it, and that's a miscalculated pass. Oh, behind the back, no look from Kiriakis over to Nick. Nick to Colin.
Now
Bonekemper.
that is a 3 by Colin Bonekemper. What a shot. The score now is Braves 11, Deer Park 3.
And,
But a quick shot by Deer Park.
yeah, that's actually Delaney with the bank shot there for 2. And you know, Colin Bonekemper has really proved himself as an outside shooter last year and this year. He went 7 for 7 against Purcell Marion with a score of 32 individual points for himself that game. So he's really proved himself that game.
He seems to get better and better every game.
Definitely. And better every year also. He's really, this year, what I've noticed about Colin is he's really improved his shot selection and his defense, which obviously is a huge plus for the Braves.
He's got a very nice touch on the ball, which is very key for a 3-point shooter.
Definitely.
A nice touch and a very nice arc.
Now Bonekemper draws the foul there. And Husky is going to check in for the Braves. And also Kramer Hendricks. So Spatz and Kiriakis are going to check out of the game. Ambrose will play point. And Bonekemper to inbounds the ball. To Ambrose. Scherpenberg's driving baseline. He trips and falls. And they're going to call travel on that.
That was a little iffy.
Yeah.
It looked like he may have been tripped, but the ref calls travel, so therefore Deer Park gets the ball.
That's right.
Nice defense by Ambrose.
Definitely good defense. He definitely picked the pocket there. And you know, Deer Park has moved to a smaller lineup. Kramer Hendricks' shot is altered. Whoa!
Wow, what a rebound by Colin Bonekemper.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
And Chris Husky is on the floor, and they call travel.
You would gotta be kidding me. You're horrible. That was just one crazy event, one crazy happenstance as Colin Bonekemper was lifted off the floor by 2 Deer Park players, suspended in the air for probably about 2 or 3 seconds, and dishes off the ball. And finally, Chris Husky's called for a travel as he goes to the floor trying to get the ball.
You gotta love the effort Indian Hill has given so far.
Definitely, and Kramer Hendricks almost with the pick there. Delaney shooting.
Oh, and a block by Kramer Hendricks.
And they're gonna call that out of bounds on Kramer off the block. Finnemore in for Deer Park. They're trying to get a little more height in.
Score right now stands Braves 11, Deer Park 7. Deer Park about to inbound the ball.
Finnemore's going to drive in. Finnemore misses. Kramer Hendricks with the rebound. Delaney tries to pick his pocket, and Colin Bonekemper's trying to put his shoe back on. He lost it there. He's going to get the pass.
Hey, was that an over and back call?
Yeah, that was an over and back call. I don't know about that. He was in the air. His back foot wasn't even down. So that was definitely a questionable call. And so it's going to be Deer Park's ball. Delaney inbounds for Deer Park. Finnemore into Harrison, and that's going to be a block by Kramer Hendricks. Not a block, but a tip ball off the pass. And Lucian's coming in for Bonakemper as Coach Brew wants to have a word with him about that over and back, which wasn't necessarily his fault because it was a bad call. But Deer Park inbouncing the ball out of the stack. And they're going to get that off to Finnemore. And Deer Park's going to take it to the top of the key and try to set up the play. 3-point shot, that's an air ball. And
rebound by Harrison.
Yeah, Ori Harrison.
It is good.
Ori Harrison gets the putback there. So Deer Park still going with this full court press actually to try to get some turnovers.
And that they just did. And the ref signals it the other way.
Yeah, that's right. I just don't think that ref had the best angle to see the ball was altered by that tip.
Yes.
And so they consult and get the call right. Inbounds to Chris Husky. Over to Scherpenberg, baseline, and he gets blocked.
And it is staying Indian Hills ball.
That's right.
What great hustle by Mike Scherpenberg.
Yeah, that's a good call there. Harrison shaking his head in agreement with the ref, knowing that he touched it last. Another inbounds to Husky. Braves really working the ball around. They've got a lead by 2.
Scherpenberg driving.
Their biggest lead was 5.
Dishes it out to Mike Lucian. Takes a
Open
shot.
for 3. Yeah!
There we go. Great shot.
That was a great look by Lucian to bring the Braves up to 14. Deer Park has 9.
But Harrison answers right back.
Yeah, that was a 2-point shot. He was inside, so it's now 11-14. Braves leading. And there's 4 seconds even on the clock. Indian Hill's gonna have to inbounds the ball.
Probably just enough time to take a shot.
Yeah, there was a foul called on Deer Park, and interestingly enough, Tad is substituted in, even though there's 4 seconds left. So Scherpenberg to inbounds the ball for the Braves. He's gonna look to get to a quick pass and a shot because there's only 4 seconds on there. Inbounds to Nick Ambrose, who's gonna turn around, and he's gonna pass to Tad. Tad puts up a shot, he's blocked. And so at the end of the first quarter, Braves are on top, 14, Deer Park with 11. They lead by 3. And you know, Mitch, I think this is exactly what I expected. The intensity level is there.
Right.
Deer Park's bringing Indian Hills there. And this is kind of what the game was like last time. You know, Indian Hills kind of controlling the ball a little bit better. They've actually had the ball longer than Deer Park, but you know, Deer Park wasn't hitting their shots early, and then both teams kind of went through a scoring drought momentarily. And we're gonna have a replay here. I think this is where Colin Bonakemper got lifted up by both the Deer Park players. Real interesting. There was no call there, no foul. That should have been a blocking foul because the player undercut Bonakemper. That's why he was lifted out of the air, but no call there, interestingly enough.
That was great effort by Colin Bonakemper on that play. Let's see if the Braves keep that intensity in the second quarter.
They will. They need to come out shooting, and in for the Braves, we have Sean Madden and Andrew Kiriakis. Nick Ambrose and Tad are going to sit this one out temporarily. So, Mitch, as you know, this is a homecoming game for the Braves.
Yes, it is.
So, obviously, there's a ton of fans here. The stadium's pretty much full, and the intensity level is real high. And Delaney is going to drive the lane, split the defense, and put that one in for 2. Deer Park continuing with a full court pressure. Madden double teamed. He's going to pass.
This is off the Husky baseline.
Husky
is blocked by Fenmore.
And I think Husky is called, yes, Husky is called for over the back there.
And he seems a little angry about that call.
He was real angry about that call. And he was also angry that he got blocked. But you can't let that stuff bother you. You got to just keep at it. and stay with your game. So the Braves only lead by 1 now. Deer Park with a chance to take the lead here.
Fenmore with the
by
shot,
Fenimore,
and
that's
that
gonna
is
drop.
good.
So Deer Park's on top by 2.
And Fenmore just put the lead, put on the lead. Braves 14, Deer Park 16. Great drive by Andrew Kyriakis. He ties the game at 16-16.
He splits both Fenimore and Harrison, and splits them and drives right into the basket and is able to finish to tie it up. And there's Delaney for 3.
Three-pointer by number 45, Claudius Delaney.
Ball thrown away by Andrew Kyriakis. And then
Schertberg
a
with
steal.
the steal right back, and he's going to go up for 2,
And he makes it. Great drive by Mike Schertberg.
That's what Prue's talking about when he made this sheet and said that, you know, Fenimore isn't the most aggressive defender. You can see it right there. He made no attempt to try to swat that ball, even though he's in perfect position to get the block. He didn't want the foul call. So he backed down and let Schertberg get the easy 2. And right there, Colin Bonekemper is called for the block as he tried to cut off the baseline drive.
Score right now stands Braves 18, Deer Park 19.
Deer Park's going to slow it down and set up the offense. Indian Hill remaining in the 2-3 zone. And, oh, wow. Hendricks got the block there, but he jumped into him. So he's going to be called for a block. That's Hendricks' 2nd foul. It's Braves' 4th foul of the game.
At the line for Deer Park is 21, Johnny McHone, guard, 5'10", 150 pounds. And he makes his first shot.
Nick Ambrose is going to check into the game for the Braves. Out for him is Sean Madden.
McHone again. And the second one is good, making the score Deer Park 21, Braves 18.
Interesting. That was, finally get the call. Ethan Carey for Deer Park kind of grabbed the back of Kyriakis' jersey to try to slow him down and swiped at the ball there. And then he got around him and tried to do it again, and that's where the foul was called. So Kyriakis is going to the line for 2. His first shot is up. And
it is good.
So the Braves are in the bonus now. So he's going to get a 2nd shot. And the 2nd shot is good. Now Kyriakis is another solid free throw shooter for the Braves. So it's definitely expected that he would make both of those, and that's where Deer Park's really going to get hurt in this game. The Braves have a lot of foul shooters, and they're already in foul trouble with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. And that's Delaney. That's a little too strong. And I think that foul was called on Michael Scherpenberg. Yes, it was. It's going to be a push.
15, Mike Scherpenberg. That's his first.
And that's going to send Harrison to the line.
And as you already mentioned, Burgess, Harrison is only a sophomore, and he is looking very good.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of talent. He's very athletic, and that bodes well on the basketball court. And Chris Husky's going to check in for Kramer Hendricks. He'll be able to body up with Sean Fenimore. Not really body up, because Fenimore is he really doesn't have a lot of weight on him, even though he's so tall, which is very interesting, as Harrison gets the bounce on his 2nd free throw.
That 2nd free throw expanded Deer Park's lead to 3 points, leaving the Braves 20, Deer Park 23.
Dish off to Scherpenberg back to Kiriakis. And that's a great pass by Colin Bonekemper to Chris Husky. And finally, Finnemore gets called for the foul. So Husky's going to get a charity stripe for 2.
Foul's on number 22, Rory Harrison. That's his first.
Husky's first shot is up, and that's not going to get the bounce. It's a little too strong there. And interestingly enough, Kramer Hendricks goes in for Kiriakis. Husky's second shot does go, bringing the Braves within 2. It's a relatively high-scoring game so far.
Yes, it is a very exciting, high-scoring game. Let's see if this continues up.
And so the fans bringing out the air ball cheer for number 5.
Ben Rascona.
Oh, and Kramer Hendricks with a great block. He just swatted that one right into the glass. And you know, what I've noticed, Mitch, is the Braves really in their, good
Shot by Colin Bonekemper, and he makes it for 2.
That was a good play by Kramer Hendricks. He drove baseline and then passed around Finnemore to Bonekemper for an easy bucket. But as I was saying, the Braves have been under full court pressure for a lot of this game.
Yes.
And Coach Prue in the Taylor game has stressed to his players that he doesn't want them to jump and then pass the ball because it really locks you down into throwing at that moment, and that's what makes you susceptible to steals. And so a couple of the Braves have still been doing that. They got to watch themselves when they're doing that, otherwise they're going to end up turning the ball over. So Delaney at the line for 2 after the foul was called on Colin Bonekemper, even though Nick Ambrose and Christian Husky probably were the ones who should have been called out, one of the 2. And Delaney's rattles out. So the Braves are within 1, and that ball
There's that full court pressure that you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's tipped out of Kramer Hendricks' hands. And that was Ben Rascona who kind of threw that ball into a host of Braves, and then it ricocheted off of one of the Deer Park players out of bounds. It's going to be Braves ball. And that was Andrew Kiriakis checking in the game for Kramer Hendricks. So again, Deer Park out of the stack for the inbounds pass. It's been working reasonably well. And that's interesting because that was the same call that they made on Chris Husky.
That is right.
They called a travel. Actually, no, that was Scherpenberg they called a travel on when he tried to go around a defender and fell. And then now the same situation happens at Deer Park and they don't make the call.
Number 22, Rory Harrison.
As Nick Ambrose tipped the ball out of bounds, it's going to be Deer Park's ball.
Right now, it is a 1-point game between the Braves and the Wildcats.
So Harrison giving the ball off. He knows he can't man up against Husky nearly well enough, that far away.
There's that air ball chant every time Rascona gets the ball. And he drives in, and he does not make the shot.
And that's a good call by the referee there. Ben Cascona had his foot out of bounds when he caught that rebound. And Scherpenberg is triple team, leaving Nick Ambrose wide open for the shot. And he's going to drain that one to give the Braves a 1-point lead. It's the first lead of the quarter ever since they had it taken away from them. And they're going to call foul on Nick Ambrose. He's got to be careful with that.
We would like to request that all members of the homecoming court report to the side of the gym by the Indian Hill cheerleaders.
This is going to be Keith Reddish at the line for 2. And Finnemore will check in after the first shot.
First shot up, and it is banked in.
Banks it in. That's interesting.
John Finnemore, number 10, and number 21, Johnny McCone, back in the game for the Wildcats.
Finnemore and Johnny McCohen come in for Deer Park. There's 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the half. as Reddish takes his second shot. That's going to bounce out.
Great rebound by Chris Husky.
Definitely.
Very aggressive rebound.
Free throw. So at the end of the half, it's Braves 33, Deer Park 29. The Braves lead by 4, and they're looking to pull off a victory here on homecoming night. So we're going to get right back after halftime for the rest of the action. And until then, go ahead and take a bathroom break or what have you, and we'll be back for action.
Reminder to the crowd, earlier we were looking for a set of keys to a Volkswagen.
Welcome back to the Wigwam. We're back.
Oh, what the?
We're back underway here at the Wigwam.
God damn it!
Where the Indian Hill Braves are taking on the Deer Park Wildcats, and we've got a fight underneath the hoop for Husky.
Fouls on number 10, Sean Fenimore.
And he's not happy about getting fouled under the basket. He thought it should have been a goaltending call, actually, but he's at the line shooting 2.
First shot up, and it is no good.
The second shot, he drains, and that's going to put the Braves up by 5. So the Braves strike first in the first half and first in the second
Fenimore
half.
with the shot,
And that's
and
a good
he-
shot by Fenimore.
he drains it in.
That shot is blocked by Fenimore, and Husky puts up the rebound, but that's not going to go.
Rebound by
with
Chris
the
Husky.
rebound. So Deer Park sticking with this theme of full court pressure, trying to get some turnovers. And you know, I mean, it's served their purpose so far, but it's also served the purpose of getting a lot of fouls when they try to double team players just like that. And that was number 24. That's number 24, Marshall Kellamums or whatever. A 5'7" guard.
Inbound by Indian Hill. Chris Husky with the ball at top of the court, dishes it off to Colin Bonekemper, who gives it off to Andrew Kariakis.
Bonekemper had an open look there, but it was closed on real fast by Delaney. Scherbenberg
Shot
for
by
3.
Mike Schoenberg.
Oh,
And it is
yeah.
good, 4-3.
So he's able to answer Fenimore, and that brings him up to 8 points.
Some
So-
tough D by Kramer Hendricks right there. Great rebound by Chris Husky, a.k.a. driving to the basket.
4-2,
Oh,
no.
but cannot finish.
Now, Mitch, coming out of half, Chris Husky had 7 points. Andrew Kiriakis had 6 points. Colin had 7 points. Nick Ambrose had 4 points, and Sherpy had 5 points. So you can see, of the starting lineup that was in at the end of the half, we had a pretty good spread of points. It just shows how much of a team Indian Hill has become in this game. They're playing very well. The point spread is throughout. Basically, every player that's gone in has some points, and that's really what you want to see. You need points off your bench.
It also shows that Indian Hill has been having some great passing.
Definitely. There's no one player that's being the ball hog here and getting all the points, and that's really paid off for the Braves as they have the lead by 5.
Fenimore with the shot, and he drains it right at the foul line.
It's right at the foul line. Anytime you get the ball at the foul line like that, it should be an easy basket. It was for Fenimore there. So Colin Bonekemper working the full court press now. Braves have improved on their dealings with that so far, and just, of course, right as I say that, Delaney with a steal and an easy basket for 2.
Steal and a breakaway for number 45, Claudius Delaney. Timeout,
So Indian Hill takes a timeout. He didn't like how they were handling the pressure for full court brought on by Deer Park. And the Braves are up by 1, 37-36, as Curtly Krumholz shows off her moves. And Jane Salim follows. So the Braves have lost a bit of their lead coming out of half, but they have the ball. They're going to inbounds the ball, and hopefully they can put some points on the board. They're up by 1. They've been playing very well, but so has Deer Park so far, and it's what we've expected basically. And we're looking to see the Braves come out with a win here. They lost to Deer Park the first time, and they were leading much of that game. And then late in the third quarter, Deer Park kind of took over. So hopefully they'll be able to keep their momentum throughout the game and keep it close and maybe come out with the win against a ranked Deer Park team. That's right, Deer Park is ranked in the top 10 for the city. Indian Hill actually is not ranked. Last year, they were ranked 3rd in the city, and they actually won their division or their conference.
Right, Deer Park is a very dangerous team. Let's see if the Indian Hill defense can stop number 22 and 45, who both have 10 points.
And that was a questionable call on Kramer Hendricks for a walk. And the refs having some trouble giving the ball to Deer Park. Delaney with the ball up to Finnemore. Finnemore thought about taking that shot, but Husky closed in fast enough. And he's going to take that one. It's going to be an air ball. Scherpenberg gets the rebound. He's going to drive in
hard,
2.
and he is fouled, it looks like.
And Scherpenberg's going to go to the charity stripe. He has 8 points so far. He's looking to get 2 more here. His first shot's up, and that's not going to be good. It's a little long. Sets up, puts up his second shot, and that one rims out. And that's Harrison.
Strong rebound by 22, Harrison.
Harrison from the foul line, no. Scherpenberg with another rebound.
Again, we're seeing some great full court pressure by Deer Park Wildcats.
And a good dish. It's a good dish to Kramer Hendricks, but he was blocked by Finnemore. And Scherpenberg trying to put up some defense, but couldn't do it. And that basketball is 43, Keith Reddish, and that's to take the lead for Deer Park. They now lead it by 1.
Pass off to Kramer Hendricks. Scherpenberg to Karakis for the shot. And it does not go.
It's not going to go. And Harrison with the rebound. So right now the Braves need to do a better job boxing out. They're not getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They're getting quite a few defensive ones. And Delaney for 3 does not go. And Keith with the rebound. It's not going to go. And now we got a travel called on Delaney. So that's going to be Indian Hill ball. And Nick Ambrose is going to check in for the Braves. Kramer Hendricks is going to take a breather. Sherpy inbounds the ball. Actually, he gets a 5-second call. He didn't get that in quick enough, and that's going to be Deer Park's ball. And Harrison with the shot. It's going to be long. Husky with the rebound. Actually, no. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Husky. And it's going to be Deer Park's basketball once again.
Harrison inbounding the ball for Deer Park. Passes off to 34, Andy Wilp. and then gives it out to 23, Tyrone Goodwin, who is controlling the ball for Deer Park.
And that's going to be an over and back call. It's going to be the Braves ball. So Deer Park with 2 chances, can't get it done. And Indian Hill's going to have the possession here.
AK handling the ball for Indian Hill. And that will be a travel. And it's obvious Andrew Karakis wants a foul, but the ref says no and calls it a travel.
Not just a foul, Mitch. The point was that the ball was tipped, and that's how he caught it in the first place. He went to pass, and the ball got blocked right back into his chest, and he had jumped to make that, so they called a travel because the ref thought it was up and down, but really the ball was tipped, and there's a travel. There we go. So we've had 4 straight turnovers by each team with no more points on the board. 2:48 left in the 3rd period, and Indian Hill inbounds the ball to Kyriakis.
Andrea Karakis handling the ball for Indian Hill. This is off to Chris Husky, who seems to lose the ball but gets it right back. And it seems like they're going to call over and back on Chris Husky. That call is a little questionable. The ball was knocked out of his hands, therefore I don't see how they could have called over and back.
I have no idea, Mitch. I mean, clearly that ball was tipped. He was holding the ball. Number 34 for Deer Park, Andy Wilp, just knocks the ball right out of Husky's hands. It rolls across the line. Husky picks it up. I don't see what the ref was watching there. Delaney with the ball, passing it around. Working the perimeter here as the Braves move to a zone defense, and that's Deer Park.
Great pass by Fenimore.
Long pass over to Kyriakis. Over to Bonakemper.
Steal by Tyrone Goodwin, who loses control of the basket of the ball.
And he slips and then nails his head on the floor. He's obviously hurt. And then we got a foul called on Deer Park. It was called on Delaney. And we have a timeout called.
Right now the score stands Deer Park 40, Braves 37. Still a great game.
What the Braves really need to do is work on their offensive rebounding skills. They need to get some second chances on the board. We know that's very hard because of Fenimore and Harrison. And we have Jane Salim showing off her stuff for the Braves cheerleading squad.
Adopted twin families, Whitman Lawrence and Andrew Joseph. Let's go give a big round of applause to Bill and Becky and the new addition.
And in for the Braves is going to be John Spatz checking in for Husky. Husky's going to get a breather there. He actually fell and kind of banged up his knee a bit, and his knee has been a problem area for quite some time now. And so they're going to cautiously take him out.
Let's hope that that's not too serious. Chris Husky is a huge player for this Indian Hill basketball team.
Quite literally.
Shot by Colin Bonakemper.
Oh!
And it rattles out.
Delaney pass over to Kyle Bartholomew, and that's no good. And Bonakemper up for 2. So Fenimore working against Spatz. They're really liking that matchup. They're trying to get it in, and Fenimore able to shoot over the top of him. And he kind of gives a look to the crowd, kind of a be quiet look, because they're chanting air ball when he just nailed his pull-up jumper. And that was a little bit of a travel. AK got caught up with
Pass by Delaney. Delaney
And a
drives
block
in
by
and is blocked by Mike
Blocked
Schoenberg.
by Scherpenberg. That's an excellent play.
Schoenberg says no to Delaney.
And that was a foul on Andrew Wilp, or Andy Wilp, whatever. This will be his first foul, so Scherpenberg's going to inbounds the ball for the Braves. And actually, Scherpenberg's going to come out, and that's going to be Bonekemper going to inbounds the ball with 49.9 on the clock.
And for Mike Schoenberg is number 11, guard Mike Lucien.
Yeah, Lucien checks in for Scherpenberg. It's a trade that Coach has really taken a liking to lately. Lucien, last time he got in, drained an open three. And he wasn't ready for that pass, but if he was pretty open for that. And Nick Ambrose for three. And that's going to tie this one up at 42 with 18 seconds left in the quarter.
Fenmore puts up the shot. Misses it.
Bonekemper with the
Rebound by Colin
rebound.
Bonekemper.
Dish over to Kyriakis with 9 seconds.
Kyriakis with
6.
behind the back dribble.
And we got a foul on Kyriakis. It's actually called on number 5, Ben Rascona for Deer Park. That's the team's 6th foul, his first foul. Deer Park is really, they haven't been in a lot of trouble for fouls so far, but I mean early into the third they already have 6, but it's pretty spread out.
Steal by Ben Rascona. Puts it up and it is good.
And I don't
Putting
know-
Deer Park up by 2 right at the end of the third quarter.
So at the end of the third period, the score is Braves 42, Deer Park 44, off of that steal by Rascona right after he fouls Kyriakis. And this one's a tight game, Mitch.
Yes, it is. It seems like
Well, it seems like Deer Park is putting up a fight here.
Yes.
The Braves have really
Sean Fenimore with 13 points. He's having a great game for Deer Park, isn't he?
definitely has, but I mean, he's not having as great of his game as they would hope. If you'll notice, the guys on the floor out there for Deer Park have a total of 17 points, and 13 of those are Fenimore's. On the other hand, Braves have quite a better point spread. Everyone's a lot more even for the Braves. So it just shows how much more of a team that they are than Deer Park when it comes to the scoring. So just as we thought the Braves were going to start giving a big lead to Deer Park actually got up by as much as 5 before the Braves came back, tied it up, and now they're only down by 2. It's Deer Park's ball. The Braves playing a 2-3 zone.
Pass into number 22, Ori Harrison, who dishes it off to Delaney.
Delaney's good for 2.
Scherpenberg brings up the ball for Indian Hill. Gives it off to Ambrose. Back to Scherpenberg.
Dish off to Bonekemper. Bonekemper's guarded closely by Delaney. It's a pretty good matchup. And that was Kyriakis for 3, no. And Bonekemper with the rebound and put back.
Great rebound by Colin Bonekemper. There's that offensive rebounding you were talking about, Andrew Burgess.
Definitely, that's what we need. We need the second chances like that, because if we get second chances, we're gonna make them count, just like we did right there. Fenimore
Shot
for
by
3.
Fenimore.
It's gonna be short. Glances off the rim, out of bounds from Scherpenberg.
And Chris Husky's knee seems to not be bothering him all too much because he is back in the game, and that is key for the Braves.
Definitely, he's really the biggest body that we have.
One of the only big bodies we have.
Yeah. So Deer Park working around, trying to set up a play here. Dish into
Great defense
Harrison.
by Braves.
Yeah, that was Chris Husky with the strip there.
Stripped Harrison. Harrison's a heck of a player.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very talented player. Dish over to Ambrose. Thought about putting up a shot, but realized he was up against the 6'9" Deer Park guard right in his face, and he's not tall enough to shoot over him.
Braves playing very well so far, but still down by 2.
Pass over to Scherpenberg's almost picked by Delaney. Scherpenberg's going to go up for 2. It's going to glance off the rim. The fans are screaming for a foul there. Delaney for 3. No, Scherpenberg with the rebound.
For your immediate attention,
Dish over to Kyriakis.
there's a BMW X3. License plate DEF.
And we have a block called on number 21, Johnny McHone. Kyriakis very good at drawing those fouls once he's double teamed like that. When Deer Park's trying to go for a trap there, Andrew Kyriakis is just excellent about dribbling out of it and getting a foul called. So he's up for 1 there.
First
and
shot
the
is
bonus.
routed out. But Chris
And
Husky
Scherpenberg with
bounces
the-
it to Mike Scherpenberg, puts it up for 2. Great shot.
Definitely, and there's another example of good offensive rebounding that we needed, and that's going to tie up the score at 46. Yeah, Husky tipped the ball to Scherpenberg, who put it in for 2. And that was a pass into Harrison, but Scherpenberg jumped in front of it. It's going to be Braves ball. A dangerous passer by Kyriakis. Delaney looked like he could have jumped the pass over to Nick Ambrose, who's going to drive in and get.
And he is rejected by Ori Harrison.
Yeah, he's going to get. He just really didn't have a chance there. Ori Harrison called out his number and just swatted him like crazy. Scherpenberg pass.
Throws it away. Fenimore takes it down for Deer Park.
There's a little miscommunication there. And Deer Park's going to put that one in for 2.
Shot was good by Kyle Bartholomeus.
Dish over.
And there's a little pushing and shoving going on there between Andrew Kyriakis,
Yeah, Nick
and
Ambrose looked over.
number 24, Kyle Bartholomeus, and they called the foul on Andrew Kyriakis.
No, actually, Mitch. Nick was in the process of making a pass and saw Andrew Kyriakis fall and just stopped his pass and traveled. So they called a travel on Nick Ambrose. So Deer Park really working the ball around. And then he'll do a good job with his 2-3 zone. It's going to be a shot by Delaney, and that's going to be good for 3. So Deer Park up by 5. There's 4:10 left in the game.
Braves are going to have to start playing mistake-free basketball right here.
That's definitely right.
Scherpenberg toys with them a little bit.
Bonekemper for 3!
And he makes it for the 3.
That was a good no-look pass to Colin Bonekemper from Scherpenberg. He definitely toyed with the shot fake there and then just drove in and dished off to Bonekemper. And that brings the Braves within 2. Oh my goodness.
And the foul's caught on Chris Husky, and he is obviously not too happy about that.
Yeah. He needs to tone it down a bit. He needs to get less emotional, focus on the game. That's his 3rd foul. He's not in too much trouble, but he needs to keep his emotions under control because we definitely don't want a technical at this point when the game is so close.
Shot by Fenimore, and it is good.
3-pointer by number 10, Sean Fenimore.
Oh,
Oh, come on, Nick.
tough loss right there for the Braves.
Yeah, Nick just couldn't handle that pass. He tried to look to dribble before he caught the pass, and the result was the ball going out of bounds.
Ben Mascona taking the ball up for Deer Park. Guarded by Andrew Kyriakis. Delaney driving in. Gets the foul by Colin Bonenkamper.
Foul on number 39, Bonenkamper. That's his third.
So Delaney's going to the charity stripe for 2.
Delaney drains his first free throw shot, gave him 16 points, along with Fenimore, who also has 16 points. They're having a huge game for Deer Park right now.
He sets up for a second shot. It's up, and that one falls. So Deer Park gets their largest lead of the night with 7.
That second shot by Delaney just put him as the highest scorer with 17 points for Deer Park right now. The Braves are going to have to come up with an answer to stop him.
Oh, and Nick Ambrose had a good look there, a good shot, but it just does not get the bounce. And this is starting to look like the last Deer Park game. It's sad to say. The Braves aren't out of it yet, and there's a good strip by Nick. But Deer Park retains possession. And there's a travel call. Was that travel? No, that was a carry called on Delaney. You don't see that too often.
Chris Husky returns for Indianville.
Scherpenberg to inbounds the ball for the Braves over to Bonekemper to Kiriakis. Kiriakis' dish is picked off.
Here goes Delaney. He is fouled, and he makes a shot. Delaney just can't seem to be stopped right now.
Well, the Braves, Mitch, have really hit a wall at this 49 number. They just can't seem to make the crossover to 50. And they could go down by as much as 11, or as much as 10 if Delaney makes this, and he does. So the Braves down by 11 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. They really need to start making some shots.
They want to stay in the game, yes.
Like that one. Come on, Bonekemper. It's not going to go. Scherpenberg.
Great hustle by the Braves.
And the interesting thing there is actually Scherpenberg went down for the ball and tried to dish it off, but Ben Rascona grabs Scherpenberg's ankle. Should have been a foul call there, but the ref did not see it. He was focused on the ball.
Harrison inbounding the ball for Deer Park. Gives it off to Fenimore, who then gives it off to Bartholomeus, who seemed to be stripped by Mike Scherpenberg, but went off the hands of Chris Husky, and it stays Deer Park ball. Deer Park up by 10 right now with 1:45 to go. Andrew, it seems like the Braves want to get back in this game. They're going to have to start doing the green light offense, which is just putting up every shot that they can.
Yeah.
But we have seen bigger comebacks, so we are not counting out the Braves yet.
We've seen crazier things happen.
Deer Park trying to waste some time here.
Yeah.
The ball. Great steal by Colin Bonenkamper, almost. Great hustle though.
And Coach Bruce subs in John Spatz for Chris Husky. There's 1:18 left on the clock. The Braves are down by 10, and it does not look good. That's a good job by Scherpenberg picking his pocket, but the ball goes straight out of bounds.
I think the Braves needed this defense a little earlier in the game.
Yeah.
And actually, for most of the game, Indian Hill and Deer Park have been going at it, with in between 1 to 3 points, and in the second half.
Yeah, they were just kind of trading baskets for a while, and then Deer Park
Yes.
got a lead here.
Yeah, in the second half, Fenimore and Delaney have just played excellent. And that put the Deer Park Wildcats above by 10 with 1:03 to go. Schertenberg, top to Andrew
AK for three,
Kiriakis,
no.
and that three is no good. Fenimore with the rebound. And Andrew, it looks like this game is over.
There's 37.9 on the clock. The Braves are down by 10, and Deer Park's at the line shooting 2.
Doesn't look too good for the Braves.
Bonekemper is all the way down at the other end of the court. Originally was not seen. Trying to get a little cherry picking going. But Fenimore points him out. It's not going to go.
Did not make his free throw
And
shot.
it's a foul on Fenimore. It's actually probably going to work out to Deer Park's advantage, making Braves earn points the hard way when there's not much time. Although they want time to be going off the clock as Braves score. But I mean, you have to take 2 shots to make 1 basket when you're fouled, you know? And the Braves really need to be knocking down threes right about now if they want to have any chance.
Any chance whatsoever.
Yeah, so it's good that they're at the line with no time running off. Spats is a good foul shot shooter. So he should put up 2 for the Braves, but they need some more points.
8 to 11 p.m. in the high school cafeteria. This great night pairs fathers and daughters and mothers and sons for a night of dancing with DJ Jim LaBarbera. Tickets are $25 in advance and $30 in the door. All proceeds go to the 2006 after prom.
35 seconds left in the game, and Jonathan Spatz is at the free throw line. He puts up his first, and it is no good.
Schertenberg with the rebound. He's going to put that one up. And that's a tip in by Spatz. 25 left on the clock. Delaney up. It's Ori Harrison who gets blocked and then is able to put it in. Schertenberg in for 2. Time winding down. The clock should be snapping. I don't see why it's not.
And Harrison ends the game.
You know,
with a
Mitch, that's
2-point
definitely
shot.
not the most sportsmanlike thing to do. He's down underneath our basket. There's 4 seconds left on the clock, and what does he do? He takes a cheap layup just to tack on some more points. I really just don't understand that at all. But at the end of the game, it's Braves 53, Deer Park 63. The Braves suffer another defeat here at home. An unfortunate defeat. It's a very tough loss because they were in it and controlling a lot of this game.
Good job, Anthony. Appreciate it.
I'm Andrew Burgess.
And I'm Mitch Better. Thank you so much, Andrew Burgess, for letting me announce with you tonight.
You're welcome, Mitch. And we'll be back right here at the Wigwam next week on Friday. Until next time, you stay classy, Indian Hill.
Go Braves!